Hello, Battlefield fans. Wild out here. Welcome to some gameplay over here. TDM we're playing, and I'm gonna tell you probably what is the best weapon for beginners. They're trying to play Battlefield 1 for the first time, and maybe a little rusty. So there's really good weapons in this game. Some of them are really tricky to use, not because they're difficult to use, not because that you don't have the skill. It's just because the way you have to use them is not like as usual, right? And makes you have to train yourself again to do certain things. For example, in my previous gameplay, I posted I was a TDM using one of those Italian rifles, right? And I did pretty good, tons of kills, and just destroy them. But you need to know what to reload. You need to know how to use them. If you miss a shot, then you're in trouble, and it's a bit more complicated using the medikit, and it's really deadly and powerful, but it's a bit more tricky. So for me, if you're a beginner, maybe if you are having a hard time playing, well, even if you're an expert, doesn't really matter, like this game is kind of tricky. If you're having a hard time trying to get some kills, I would say the MP18, which we use a lot in the beta. Man, this gun is just awesome and works wonders, and it will get you cover. It will get you cover, especially in this map where a lot of people like to use shotguns and snipe. That's why you see the most here in this map. People up in the rooftops and guys with the shotguns, and that's what's gonna kill you the most. Those two. So I think the MP18 can handle shotgunners, snipers, and any other weapon that people decide to use in this game, and we're getting some kills, and it's just pretty fun. It's fun to use. It's a fully automatic. You get 32 rounds, so that's plenty enough to kill more than one guy, and that's awesome. We're just in a good streak over here until this guy ruined it because well, I got killed from behind. That's alright, but we're doing pretty good. So you get some kills. You don't have to reload after each kill, and it's a fun gun to use. You get it like right after you at the beginning of the game. You don't have to do anything about it. So you can get a few rounds, a few games, a few hours just with this gun. Level up this class. Get the feel of the game. Get the feel how people are playing, because if you play Battlefield 1 as much as I do, you know that it's a lot of snipers in this game, and it could get really boring, and that's one thing that is just annoying, in Battlefield 1. It's like, it's not that it's difficult to kill, it's just that makes the game so boring. Like last time I played, I love domination, but in Battlefield 1, domination is just boring. Last night I had my first super fast game of domination ever, not even in Call of Duty. It was like 3 minutes for the domination. I know people didn't want to capture flags. They just too afraid, and I believe it's because the weapons in Battlefield 1 are more tricky, are more like maybe quote unquote difficult to use compared to what we did in, like, say, Battlefield 4. There's no M16 over here. There's no RPGs. There's no, like, some of the fun stuff. Because regardless the kit you used is such a beast weapons, you could go sniper and have like a really good gun and just unlock all the good guns. Not necessarily by sniping, but it's a lot more different. There's a lot more to choose from. Let's say in Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3. The weapons over here are just like, man, really, you need to push your skill level to the next level, right? In order to master some of these semi-automatic weapons. It may sound maybe like it's too difficult, but it could be. If you use, I was using, I think it was the, what's it called, the auto reloading, whatever the name is, this weapon with the medikit, and is you get only 5 rounds. You get 5 bullets. So if you missed a couple of shots, man, you're done. So you kill one guy, and you have to reload after each kill. You have no other choice. So it's a really tricky gun to use, and so your aiming needs to be on point. And the thing is, with this gun over here, you can miss a couple of shots, you can spray and pray, get some kills, and you have better chances to survive. So I'm not saying don't use the other kits, but if you're having a hard time, once again, this is mostly for beginners, right? If you're having a hard time trying to find a good gun and you don't know what to use, I would say go for the assault. Go for this one. It'll get you cover. You'll be all set. You'll feel like home. Fully automatic, decent weapon for a medium to close range, and you should be also getting some kills. Like over here, we're gonna get a couple of kills, and just spraying all these guys and just boom, destroy them. So with a medikit, I wouldn't be able to do that, you know, especially with that weapon with the 5 rounds, with the auto reloading. Whatever the name was. Yeah, basically you kill one guy and you have to reload, and by the time we'll be dead by now. So that's my point with this video. I'm not saying the other guns suck, because I already used those, and I used some of those weapons, and I'll be posting more gameplays. But I'm trying just to make your life a little bit easier when it comes to what gun do I use. You know, maybe I should snipe on this one because it's easier. I don't think it's easier sniping over here. You know, it's that was kind of like a long range shot. So I'm showing this gun, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Does the job pretty well. So this is the basic one. I unlocked the one with the little optic sight or whatever the name is, and I don't know, I didn't like it. I like it over here with the iron sights, which are pretty nice. Iron sights is nothing annoying. I don't even have the knife or whatever the thing is, bayonet or whatever in the front. So I just I just like to use the basics, and that's one thing that I always told you, and I always tell you in my videos, you know, when it comes to Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, now Battlefield 1, and even my Call of Duty videos. When you stick to the basics, right, you're gonna come on top of any other guys, because they're so used to some of the other stuff from other games, you know, running up on walls, sliding, and doing all this weird stuff, or doing other stuff that didn't, you know, let's say in Battlefield 4 that you were allowed to do that, right? But you can do it here, so you're so used to those things, and you pick up all these, what I like to call bad habits. And then when you can do it in another game, then you're like, okay, what do I do? You know, I suck at the game now. So sticking to the basics is always going to be the same. Nothing's going to change much, and you're going to come on top, you know, any other team, any other guy, and any other player in the game. Well, they're better than you. You know, you could lose the game when you never know. But when it comes to your part, you know, your kills, your deaths, you're going to be, you know, the guy with the most kills and lowest deaths in the team, and that's great. So I ended up picking up this one, and for some reason, when I started to kill one guy, it was like a burst fire or something. It was pretty weird. Like I'm like, oh, what's going on? And you know, it's just pretty weird. But yeah, I was kind of like swarm over here. I think I found the enemy spawn somehow, or like I found them all. So anyways, so the point is, you know, just to use a decent weapon that's gonna get you the kills, gonna get you to know the map, to know, you know, how to play certain maps, because I think other maps you have to play a little bit differently and do certain things that you don't do maybe in this map, or at least this is what I do. So this is my take on, you know, what weapon to use here on this map, which I forget the name. You know, you could use this one, and that guy over there doing his sniping. No, he wasn't. No, I think he's a medic. He's gonna pay the price, because this is what I was talking about. This is what people do the most in this map. They just stay over there, and they just pick up a building, and they just snipe and all this stuff. So once again, I always spot the enemy. You have to spot the enemy. Even if I'm the one to kill the enemy, I spot him, because you never know, something could happen. So I want my teammates to know where the bad guys are. I did this in Battlefield 3, in Battlefield 4, and now in Battlefield 1. So it's always the same thing. So spotted the guy, and we know where he is, and they're just doing this, like, you know, I'm staying in the building over here, trying to get the kills. And this is why all of these people don't win games, because you get probably no. I've been in games where like most of the team are doing what this guy was doing, just throwing up on rooftops, and they're so easy to kill. And that's when they ended up losing games, and that's why sometimes you ended up in those teams, and it really sucks, because nobody wants to do anything. Everybody wants to snipe. I want to snipe, but the reason why I don't snipe or use the sniper rifle or the sniper kit is because many people are doing it, and I don't want to be just another guy sniping, because then it's a chaos. So I'd rather go with the assault, you know, SMG, fast-paced, you know, shooting, all that stuff, a lot of rounds, you get tons of kills, help the team, especially on TDM, to win, or whether you play domination or rush, or whatever you play, conquest, you know, it'll be the same thing. So you need to you know, pick out a decent weapon, and I think this is pretty good. You know, it's like I said, it's gonna get you covered, and it's gonna be pretty fun, and it's a beast. It's a beast, and I like it. So at this point, like, we know, and I know that we're gonna win this game. We're getting close. I try not to die a lot, just because, you know, we don't want to give the enemy some extra kills towards the end of the game. So like at this point, you see me taking more cover than I did throughout the whole game. So just like kind of like, I know what the enemy is. I'm trying to spot all these guys in the buildings. There's a sniper like over here. They're already on the rooftops and in the buildings. So that's what they're so hard to find. and they could kill you right from that distance with the sniper rifle. So we're trying just to be unpredictable, like I said, get some kills and finish this game. But that's the point. You should take, I mean, I don't have to tell these, but you have to take cover, you know, when you play the game. So make sure you play that smart. But we spot this sniper over there again. So it's always about spotting the enemy, always about, you know, trying just to get that kill. I didn't get the kill in that, you know, in this case, but you know, just trying to get that. And at this point, we're gonna one away, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it over here. This guy that's running, and I'm gonna surprise him, and kaboom, we won the game. So pretty fun, you know. I like this gun. Like I said, going back to the basics is always good, and Battlefield 1 is all about the basics. So the MP18 will be one of the best weapons you could use in this I don't know, this map and in this game. So anyway, so thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, and the next video we'll be using some LMG. So we're pretty fun. Stay tuned, and you can look forward to some of that gameplay. It's pretty fun. Again, lots of kills and pretty cool. So here we went, I believe was the 21-5, not too bad. I like it, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.